Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be continuing our series on basically doing different generations of kind of people, family vehicles in our lovely games, Automation and BeamNG. So today we're going to be entering the 1980s. This will definitely be an interesting time for us because designs had changed. If you remember, we had the austerity and kind of the efficiency, kind of cheapness of the 70s, and now we're going to start getting things that are going to be a little bit, a little more aerodynamic. We're going to start seeing, some different performance changes. We're going to have some access to different types of fuels and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started here. What I'd love to do here is, let's see here, that's a front engine car. It looks pretty good. 2.4, I like this little in the back there. It makes it pretty easy. We could probably go with the sedan too. We'll go with the hatchback because, again, we're trying to make these things somewhat family friendly. All right, metal-wise, we have a couple different choices now for bodywork. We're going to go with aluminum, monocue, of course. Carbon fiber, no. Let's see here. Of course, this is the 80s. Man, that thing's a tiny car. We're going to put our first transverse engine in. This is going to give us some problems, but that'll be all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the work first in the front, and notice we have all sorts of wonderful suspensions here in 1986. This is awesome. We have torsion beam now too, which is actually going to be my optimum choice here. And oof, this is going to be interesting. All right, so we're going to make a new engine. Of course, we're going to be an inline 4 again, still the 80s. And let's see here. We'll call this one the 2CA, CA. Actually, no, this would be an IA. This is a TIA as opposed to a TIA. All right, we're in inline 4. We're going to be aluminum. We'll keep it a little bit lighter. We're going to stick with the DELC. We're going to go up to 5. I'll make this, oh man, that's going to be chaotic here. I'll use aluminum head too. I guess we're going to go with forged steel here. I don't actually know what I need. We don't really, see, I like forged. But we'll go with that. It's fine. And we'll go with forged pistons. And of course, we're in inline 4, so we are going to need either one of these two is pretty much what we're going to need. Do that. 5.5 pounds. It's fine. All right. There's our 2-liter. That's pretty good. I actually could go up a little bit in size here, but I'm not in a rush to do that just yet. All right, compression, we'll leave about 10 or so. That's fine. Race profile. Now we have variable valve timing. This is a cool thing. This is actually going to improve our performance significantly. So I'm going to leave that 6200, or we're going to skip turbochargers for now. Come in here. We're going to do this. We're single point. We're going to do that. Of course, do a multi-point as well, which is going to give us a little bit better performance here, but that's fine. We'll do standard mid performance. You can see our little kind of intake right there on the side. We do not need premium gas. Regular gas is fine. We're going to leave this alone for now. Stick with cast mid. Easy peasy. High flow, we don't really need that. And we'll do straightforward, and we'll do baffled here to keep it nice and simple. And this gets us our engine. That's the sound of me working the problems out of this engine. So first things first, this is actually pretty good. This is pretty good. That's pretty good. The only thing we're really not good on right now is our intake manifold. It's just not the right size. We're going to make it a little bit bigger here. And there we have it. That's not bad. That's actually, I'm kind of happy about this engine. It's not the most horsepower in the world, but it's definitely going to be more than enough for a vehicle of this era. Things we could do, of course, is that we could come in here and play with the compression ratio, which is pretty much what I'm going to do next. I'm trying to up it just a little bit and see if we can get just a little up too much. Basically had it perfect. How often do I get it perfect? It never happens, I swear. So the variable valve timing, of course, is helping us out with torque here. If I ever get rid of that, you can see it really does kill us a little bit. I was really hoping for 130 horsepowers, and actually what I'm going to do is it's going to be very scandalous, but I'm going to go back to my original design here, and I'm actually going to increase my displacement. Again, I don't want a little bit. I want a slightly torqueier engine here. So we're actually going to go up to a 2.1 liter. 2.1, we'll do 2.2 liter engine. Yes, I'm not changing the bore. There we go. Nice. So what that's going to do for us is that's going to give us a little extra horsepower. And what it can do now, too, I'm just going to come in here real fast. Let's reduce the RPM limit, make it a little bit safer to drive. 135 horsepower is actually pretty good. And let's go ahead back and tune these real fast. Let's see here. Our valves are not working hard enough here. Let's open the intake just a tiny bit here. Hey, valves, you're not doing your job. Of course, when I think of valves, I think of, valve, but that's okay. Intake's fine. I'm not going to play with that. Headers and exhaust need to be tweeted just a teeny tiny bit here. And we'll increase that just a teeny bit, and exhaust, we can crank that just a little bit. If this ever happens to you, by the way, one of the safest things you can do is you can just come over here and kind of do this and get those last couple pieces out of your exhaust, as that's what you need. You can also, of course, do one of those and really fix that, and then, of course, you have to come over here and play this game. But again, you can kind of decide what makes most sense for you. For again, we can get 140 horsepower out of this thing. I like that. Let's see here. Right there. I like that. Sweet. Headers, of course. Welcome back to the game. We'll open these up just a tiny bit, and let's see what that does for us. Intake, we can open up a millimeter here, literally a millimeter, and that gets us 141 horsepower. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Actually, that's not bad at all. I can work with that. Again, for a family vehicle, no problem. All right, we're going to sleeve this to 80s Classic. Oh, yeah, nice and boring. We'll give it a shot. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's happy. All right, now we're going to go with our 5-door here. Again, this is our people vehicle here, and it's looking pretty good so far. Now, one thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to throw front-wheel drive, automatic, 4-speed. Will be really nice to make it a 4-speed automatic. Ooh, let's go fix that too while I'm at it. Boop. Okay, sweet. All right, back to work. So we're going to go ahead and now that we have that stuff in there, I always like to do that because it actually deploys like the transmission and everything. You can kind of see where it sort of appears. You can also see like the buckets and stuff, and you can adjust this too. And thanks for something another day to mess with, kind of a deal. All right, body panels. It is the 80s, so we're going to get a nice and 80s color here. That's, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's. Woo, I can think of somebody's daughter who drives that color. All right, we'll go ahead and edit that one. Now we're going to do a global. Paint is saved globally. That's fine. Save to this trim. We'll go over here. We have the pillar trim. We actually need to adjust the color of the roof. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. All right, looks pretty good. Looks like we also need to fix the pillar. Let's see here. Do we have a pillar trim? We do. You get the nice, lovely marlin color too. Yuck. Yeah, but well, we need to think about our children, and they have to be getting ready for college, so we need to make sure we have a vehicle for them. Well, there you go. All right, let's stick to it. Now we'll do the same kind of idea that we did before. Again, we'll modify it a little bit. This one's slightly more annoyed. You know, you can see they've cut off a little bit of the trim there. You've got to modernize a little bit now that we're wheeling to the 80s here. Let's grab our indicator. Ooh, let's grab a nice. Oh, look at that thing, right off like an old Chevy van or something like that. Go ahead and attach it to the bumper because we're silly. Oh, yes. Yes, definitely. All right, let's fling around the back. Let's see here. We're going to make this a nice 80s vehicle. So there's a couple different things I want to do. The first thing I want is I'm going to get this little red bar. And I'm going to go put that right here like that. I guess, you know, that's definitely going to help us out. And then, of course, let's see here. We can do round again. We'll do this. Ooh, what an ugly thing. Look at how ugly that is. Oh, I love that. All right, let's put that in there. Ew. All right, I like that. I can work with that. And of course, now we have a new cool thing that we can do here. I'm actually going to create a custom one of these. Ooh, taking advantage of the times. Let's go ahead and grab that, throw in our New York plate. Oh, oh yes, the 80s are calling and they love it. All right, let's keep going here. So a grill, I'm perfectly fine with that. Oh, we definitely need that. Let's go and grab this one this time. Let's slap that right in the middle, make it a little bit longer like that. Very nice, very nice. Of course, this is the 80s. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some text. Ghosts. Let's go put this. We'll put this right in the middle. There we go. So now we're, I can't really see it when you do it that way. All right, let's put it right there. Man, this color is so annoying. I hate it. Let's do it. All right, let's see here. We'll put a, well, you know, sunroof comes back. You know, the family needs to be able to sun themselves when the time is required. Let's go over here. Aerodynamics, nope. Lip, nope. A spoiler, nope. Let's see here. We can skip all that. Fuel cap, we kind of need that. I don't know mechanically how that would be possible. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, perfect. Left side. All right, let's grab our controls. Oh, this one looks nice and irritating. Stick that right. Oh my God, why is it so small? Make it a little bit. Whoa. That looks pretty good right there. Now, one of the cool things is one of the buttons that you get here is you can actually copy paste this if you need to or something like this. I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate it real quick. I do that every time. I do it. Did it again. Did it again. There we go. So then I can just grab this one and come back here like that. Sweet. So now we have ourselves locking back doors. I fixed it. I fixed it. It's okay. All right, let's get our mirrors. I kind of like the mirrors from last time. I don't feel like I need to change those, so I'm just going to stick those right on the side there like that. Body molding is fun stuff. Again, we'll make something kind of like this. Little kind of antenna thing. There we go. A little kind of a bug sort of thing going on there. That's set, that's set, that's set. Let's see. Favorites, wheels. We're in the 80s now, so we need ugly. Ew. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's see here. We'll go ahead and get this one. We'll do a nice, just a pipe. Boop. There we go. And that should link up okay, which it did. Yep. Cool. Other than the color, it's not terrible. Let's go ahead and now change our wipers here. We'll go with something a little bit more modern. Oh, yeah. We'll put the one in the middle so we have like the Euro style. Kind of like a VW Golf kind of thing going on here. Why can I not put that on the other side? Or could you just like the single wiper and make it really irritating? Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah. There it is. Yes. That's irritating. Cool. You know, I'll do something different this time. I'll actually put a key in for the trunk so you can actually open the trunk, because that'd be kind of a nice touch. And there we have it. The 1986 People Mover Notable. Yeah, about that. All right, cool. So automatic, we're going to keep that. The advanced automatic's kind of a neat trick here. It just makes it a little more drivable. We're already getting a warning here. I had a feeling things were going to start getting a little tight. We're probably going to do better than that. 140 is probably a bit much, but we would probably do 135. We'll do radial tires, hard long life. I'm going to have to come back here and fix these in a minute. It's going to yell at me, I'm sure. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. We're going to be solid disc. Make them nice and big. We're going to do drum in the back, as always. Nice and big. I'm going to have to come back and make here. In before. Watch this. In before. Come over here. Let's see here. Semi-clad's fine. Brake airflow. I don't know. I'll call it 50 and cross our fingers. Looks pretty good to me. Let's see here. Basic, standard. Again, we're going to keep the 3 in the back. Cassette tapes. Nice. I used to have a car that had those. We're going to stick to hydraulic ball. Nope. It's the 80s. Rack and pinion. Anti-lock brakes. Fantastic. Wow, that's going to really make a difference for us. We're going to go back to progressive. Again, we're going to do adaptive. And we'll do normal. And we'll see what we do. Low capacity is garbage. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's see here. The brake force is high. Brakes fade. We'll fix all that in a second. Okay. Oh, it turns out this thing's a really lightweight car. Again, this is why I use drum brakes in the back, by the way, so you don't have to deal with these. By the way, we have anti-lock brakes now. So because we have anti-lock brakes, we can be a little bit stompier on the brakes without kind of freaking out about it. It's not going to be that big of a problem for us. I like that. Looks pretty good. What else is an issue? Rear tires, slight fade. Can never win with that, by the way. Welcome to BeamNG. Or I should say, welcome to automation. You're never gonna, never, ever gonna have a not fade issue. Wait until you get 250 mile an hour cars. All right, looks pretty good to me. 55. Let's see what it does for me. Not bad. It's like 52. And we'll go back up to 55 and ignore it. Okay, next problem. I'm gonna go back to my drivetrain. I gotta take a look at my speed. 138. I like that. I'm not gonna limit it or anything like that. Just don't need to. Rear tires are wide. Okay, we can fix that. Rear tires, up, up. No joy. Up, up. And we got fade again. I expected that. Rear tires are wide. Up, up. Let's see how we're doing here. Rear tires. What the heck? There we go. And our fade is back. I expected the fade to come rushing back here. And the light went back out. All right. So we're looking at a car that's going to have some understeer issues. Understeer is fine. We can tweak the understeer quite a bit here. One thing we can do here is like if we wanted to make it a little less understeery, and I'm gonna pay for this terribly later on. I'm gonna make it a little bit stiffer. It's a little boaty right now. All right, so it's gonna make it a little better. Still gonna be a little on the understeer side. And now we've got some like really nice ratings here. I'm kind of really happy about this so far. All right, let's take it over to the test track. We have to beat a minute 40, so I'd be curious to see how we do. Let's find out. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Wow. Not bad. Okay. All right. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and export this over to BeamNG and give it a try. And here it is. That is way too shiny for a 1980s car. Oh my gosh. Kind of reminds me of like a Jetta or like one of those other kind of Fox body, kind of Volkswagen. It's not Fox body, that'd be a Mustang. One of those kind of things. Now let's get inside. Oh, this is going to be a third person one. Oh boy. Okay, let's work with what we got here. Okay, so as always, we're looking to see kind of what the performance of this car is going to be. We're interested in things like, how's its handling, what's its braking going to be, what's its overall drivability. And I'm curious. Let's see what we got here. I think it's going down the hill. Guess what? We have anti-lock brakes now. Oh, that is 1,000% better. Oh, my understeer. That is definitely something kind of a product of that time. Reduce my volume. It's kind of loud. Right. I don't feel very confident with this vehicle. It's definitely got that kind of... What's the best way to describe it. Like, too much front engine business going on here. It definitely needs to be a little bit softer. All right, let's go ahead and try out our system here. We'll try a 55. Now, whoa, you do, because when you click, you can't actually steer anymore. And one more button. There we go. All right, let's see what we got for fuel economy here. So right now we're doing 55. We're getting 52 miles per gallon, which is glorious. We get up to 65 here. Now, this is our most efficient car we built so far. And we're, still about 55, 56 miles per gallon. Eat your heart out, Prius. Obviously, we have some aerodynamic questions here that are not the case. Let's go ahead and kick out of the cruise control here and see what we can do as far as speed goes. We're moving. It's average performance. Like, it's not, like, overwhelming. It's very much a people, like, it's very much a family car. It's not, well, it's much more stable than our 1970s variation. Oh, that's a lot better. Oh, that was beautiful. Man, that was beautiful. That was some pretty good steering. Braking on my part there. Oh my gosh, the addition of the anti-lock brakes makes all the difference in the world. Oh, we spoiled it once already. Are we pulling? Yeah, we're pulling. Whoop, broke one already. What was I saying about anti-lock brakes? Yeah, so the nice thing about this one is because it's got those anti-lock brakes, it's definitely a little bit more, what's the best way to say it? It's just safer. It really is a safer car. Performance-wise, it's got a little bit of that. It needs better tires. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but it really, really desperately needs either better tires or it needs a slightly shifted weight distribution. Suspension is okay. It's definitely bouncing me around a little bit here, but it's not like game over. I feel pretty confident on these curves. Like, again, I wouldn't want to go too fast here because that'd be a quick and easy way to smash this thing up. But I'm also not getting this wandering issue that we usually had with some of our other variations. Whoa, that was close. Oh, that's another one. Yes, now that we've got anti-lock brakes, the car doesn't stop. Ooh, whoa! Okay then. Oh man, just do not have the grip on this thing. Let's go ahead and sneak this way. And it's that cassette player. It completely throws off the balance of the car. I'm gonna start making our way up this hill here. The performance is okay. Oh, there's another one. I think this is the most crashed car we've had so far. Now, one thing that's killing me is this third-person view. That really doesn't help. Just for whatever reason, it's very hard to judge performance in third person. And there's the back end. Oh, remember, this is also... Oh, it's a front-wheel drive car. Everything suddenly made sense to me. It was a front-wheel drive car. That was the moment I realized, oh, that's why this thing can't do it. Oh, that's a front-wheel drive car. Okay, never mind. I understand what's going on now. So, you're less likely to spin out like the last one, but that lack of, it's sort of like, if I give you a race car, your performance is better, but your probability of dying in a horrible crash goes up too. So, what do you prefer? And for most people, they prefer safety over extreme performance, but there are folks out there who are a little silly. Yeah, hold stand on the brakes. It's so easy to drive. Oh man, this is just it's like driving a bus. It's got kind of the mass of a bus. It's got the stiffness of a bus. It's definitely not the most exciting one that we've designed so far. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, it just does not have the just does not have the raw grip the other ones do. Maybe it's something about the tires they All right, very nice off-road. Very nice off-road. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, see, I meant to do that. Nah, it's not true. It's because it's front-wheel drive, I feel like I'm a little more in control off-road. It's still got this really bad understeer, which we knew we were going to have a problem with. If you remember, I commented on that when we were over there in automation. But it's tolerable. I'm trying to think of what the equivalent of this would be. Like I said, any of those Volkswagens that you think of, kind of, especially those 80s ones, kind of has, oh! Whoops! Got a little bit of altitude that time. Yep, there's that patented understeer there, especially when you're on the power. Makes me suddenly kind of appreciate having rear-wheel drive for a second there. But I've made it so much safer. Look at how many times fewer I've crashed. Oh, that is way less exciting on that corner. It's like nice and polite now. a front wheel doing that, by the way. This is interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is... Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm playing Grand Theft Auto here. Come on, come on. Oh! Yuck. Yeah, so this is absolutely the most garbage handling one I've had so far. Is it the safest? Half and half. I think in one case, you don't need to be as talented a driver to keep it under control, coming from me especially. But at the same token, it's not particularly grippy. The suspension's okay. Like I don't feel a massively confident drive. Oh. That was embarrassing. I had to do a K-turn to get into the castle. Yeah, this is going to be interesting when we get to the 90s, and especially the knots. We're here. I'm going to put it in park before I dent up the front here. Okay, I barely even scraped myself. So there we have it, the 1986 people vehicle, a sedan thing with the fuel injection and these tires that are so much bigger than any passenger, like civilian car would have. These things would be so much tinier. So let's go dent it up, because now that I feel that it's it's proven its worth, is a car that you're really not going to win any races with at any point. It's definitely a product of the time. I hate to say it. The people who designed automation and BeamNG really captured that. And I also noticed when I let go of the brake there that it just decided to go. It's kind of a nice little touch. Let's go center that up a little bit so it's a little bit easier. I choose to ignore your street signs. Oh my god, it's like a boat. Tap the brakes there. Kind of fun. Whoa. Can we get a camera that doesn't do that? I can't really steer when the camera decides to move on me. There we go. Much better. Okay, let's go. Let's take this thing off-road. I almost thought for a second I was going to lose it to the wall. All right. I'm telling you, this is a shortcut, honey. Are you sure? Actually, it's pretty stable. Like, the brakes are, like, because they're anti-lock, I'm not locking. Oh, I'm pretty controlled right. Oh, brakes. Pretty in control of this thing right now. I definitely would not recommend a drive. I'm actually standing on the brakes right now. And I'm still steering. I can still control. I'm going insane. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, that was dumb. We're going to die. We're going to die. Oh. Ow. Ha. So my conclusions are different. The front-wheel drive was a big design change. I think that really affected the handling on this. And I'm not saying it's necessarily in a bad way, but it's very... Oh, my back tire's still happily kind of chunking along there. Hey, look at that. My front... It still works. I'm so impressed with this thing. Don't love it. This is definitely probably going to be one of my least favorites so far. But again, we got the 90s coming up pretty soon. And when we get to the 90s, we get some new features, which make things interesting. Other than that, enjoy.